Wait a minute. Are we live? I have a second question. What episode number is this? Oh shit. Oh shit, you already know the answer, don't you? You already know. It's episode 67. Oh, we are live. We are live. And it is episode 67. Haha. What a great treat, guys. I mean, look. How many people have been watching the series? Who cares? How many people are going to watch this series? I do not know. But what I do know is this, guys. When you put out 6, 7 episodes of anything, it's a lot of episodes. Now I know. We got to put out some disclaimers here to start off with, which is not every episode of this series I Just Be Talking has been very long, and that's actually okay. I don't mind that, honestly. Am I gonna blow up the barrel, bro? I'm trying to blow up the barrel, but it's not working. All right, they blew me up. I didn't know. Not every whatever. The barrel isn't. It's just the barrel on fire, right? But didn't. I thought it was one of those barrels explode. Not every episode I did of this series, I Just Be Talking, is that good or that long. But I tried hard to go for like a minimum of 30 minutes. So on average, I would say, even if I only did minimum 6, 7, even if I only did 30 minutes, now some of them were much shorter and some of them were a lot longer. But on average, if the average was 30 minutes, then that means 67 episodes by 30 minutes. That's a lot of content, man. That's a lot of content that is honestly the most like unregulated content that I've ever put out in my life. I rarely put out content with this level of just fuck it attitude. Usually, at the bare minimum, I watch my content before I post it. But on this, I don't even like listen to it. I'm listening to myself as I'm talking. Obviously, I'm aware of what I'm saying. But yeah, we've had some spicy moments, guys. We've had some moments where I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But who gives a shit? Because you know what I mean? Like, okay, so maybe I said something that might piss off like a guy named Dave who works at the Comedy Store. But even still, I didn't try to insult him in any way about his personality or anything. The only thing I said about Dave is just I disagreed with him. I think what he did to me was wrong and rude, and I disagreed with his methodology. But otherwise, I don't hate the guy like that. And yeah, that episode of me talking about the Comedy Store situations or whatever, like they're all very deep. You know what I mean? Like only the hardcore homeboys are gonna listen to every episode of this random ass series called I Just Be Talking, and that's why I gave it a dumb name, because I thought, well, if you like me, maybe you'll enjoy the dumb stuff I post. But anyway, in honor of episode 6, 7, there is good news. All right, there is absolutely good news on the horizon. Ready? This is good news. Even though in all of 2023, and all 2024, and all 2025, I did not travel, it looks like in 2026, I will travel. Will I go to the United States of America? Hell no! I ain't trying to get my social media fucking scanned up by a bunch of random ass dudes from fucking the FBI trying to look at my shit, bro. No! I'm not going to the United States. Am I going to the United Kingdom? Kind of want to, but it's out of my budget. Alright? Facts is facts, guys. Look, I really think the United States is cool, and I think the UK is cool too, but both of those places right now, they come with some really big issues. In the US, it's a mixture of cost and the government issues, and in the UK, it's basically just cost. Let's put it this way: if the United Kingdom, aka London and Edinburgh and all those places, if they were all like in Perth, right, and I'm in Sydney, I would go there tomorrow in a heartbeat. It would be so fucking worth it. Okay, like there's so many people, there's so much variety, there's whatever. It would be a good experience, but they're really fucking far away. So instead, I'm going to compromise. I'm going to go to Southeast Asia, baby. This is the tradie destination of Australian tourism. If you're an Australian tourist and you have a job, right, and it's a decent job, but you're not like a baller, you go to Bali or you go to Thailand, or maybe if you want to be different, right, and you want to be cool or whatever, you'll go to Philippines or Vietnam. Vietnam's actually pretty accessible too, but I'm just not like, I don't know, like there's nothing wrong with Vietnam. Obviously, I'm not trying to shit on Vietnam. It's just I have nothing that I'm aware of with Vietnam. I haven't really looked it up that much. The only thing I know is there's a place called Hanoi, and I know how to say Xin Chao, which means hello in Vietnamese. But yeah, man, so that's the good news. I am going to Southeast Asia, most likely Bali and Thailand. That's most likely where I'm going to go. The tickets have not been booked yet because I do not have the money yet. But I will. I'll get the money. Oh, fuck. Inject me, bro. Oh, that's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. Yeah, man. So, fuck, it's so fucking good to travel, man. It's so good to fucking leave this fucking shithole that is Sydney, Australia. Fuck Sydney, bro. You know why fuck Sydney? Because of the little things. It's not even the big things. Like, as far as, like, the major issues in Sydney, there's not any major issues, right? Racism is there, but it's not really a big deal, honestly. Discrimination or whatever the fuck. The biggest issues are like, okay, look, I'll tell you a little story, and it sucks. It's a mild story, but it's something that happened and kind of sucks. I get on the bus. The bus mentions a suburb that I'm going to, and it mentions a number. I look at it, I get on, and then they go to the wrong place. I look at them and I say, hey, the bus actually said this. And he said, where did it say that, mate? So the bus driver completely pretends like I'm in the wrong. Like a fucking asshole. You couldn't be like, oh, well, maybe you're right, I don't know, because here's the thing, I was fucking, okay? This bus driver was fucking wrong. And you know how I know I was wrong? How I know I was right? Because these fucking moronic bus drivers they always do this shit. They always print the wrong fucking name on the bus sign. They do it all the fucking time. Okay, I'm not a fucking stupid piece of shit. I know what bus I took. But anyway, he took me to the wrong fucking destination, and I almost just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna order an Uber home and just not do comedy tonight. I was so fucking pissed. But instead of doing that, I just put a 5-minute timer on, and I got on the bus. Oh, and it was the same bus with the same driver, buddy. He literally he stopped at some shitty destination, changed the number again, and then he took me to where I needed to go. So, you know what, whatever. But yeah, it's like those little things I'm just like, look, if I'm going to have shitty public transport moments, right, I'd rather have shitty public transport moments in a new city. I'd rather experience random nuisances in a place like London or fucking Bali, because at least there's some new shit to experience. I live for the new shit, man. I love new shit, bro. I'm tired of, not only am I tired of people who live in Sydney, I'm tired of people who I know who used to live in Sydney who are just elitist fucking pricks. Like, I know this person, I'm not going to mention her name, but yeah, man, she's one of many people who at some point I used to be friends with, but there's this thing where if I follow you on Instagram, a lot of times they don't follow me back. And it's just this elitist little bullshit thing they go where they're like, oh, mate, I barely fucking know you, mate. Even though we did so much shit together and we were so close for so long. It's like, nah, that's it. We're basically done because of some random arbitrary bullshit. And that seems to be an exclusively Australian thing. I'd say it's a Sydney thing, right? People in Sydney are just elitist fucking pricks, man. And it's a city that, out of like all the people I've met, hundreds of people in Sydney. You know how many people are like my close friend right now? Fucking zero. They're all fucking elitist little pricks, man. They're all obsessed with status and power and all that shit, and it's fucking exhausting. Because I'm not like them. I'm not like these little Sydney fuckers who are like, you know what I mean? Who are just so obsessed with just this very simple idea of success or whatever. But anyway, man, I fucking hate it in Sydney, honest. I do, I fucking hate it here. But also, I am a resilient motherfucker. So of course I'll always make good out of a bad situation. But that's not on Sydney. I'm not saying, oh, Sydney is so good. No. The reason I'm having a decent time and not a shit time is because of me. It's not because of the city. It's because I'm a resilient person and I'm fucking strong and I always try to do cool stuff that helps me out. And honestly, that's like, really, it's a fucking testament to my achievements. You can always brag a little bit. And I do. I do brag a little bit every now and then. Like, for example, look at the stuff around me, man. Look at the stuff around me. I got all sorts of crap, and I could give away most of it, and I wouldn't give a shit. But I like that I'm resourceful. I'm smart. I try to keep it simple, and so yeah. I had this little debate in my head whether or not I even should go to Asia this year, or whether or not I should just go to London. Like, fuck it, why not go to London? London's a cool city, right? But I'm not going to go to London this year because of this, right? London is a place where I might actually move there. So if I'm gonna move there,
So you've
I
reached the
might as
point where
well
you
hold
burn.
up.
Emphasis on the burn. When the moon shattered the sky, this place took the brunt of the damage.
Hold that thought while
I've
this
seen
lady
worse.
talks.
Three
I've seen
mighty
worse.
rambled
Blah 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 blah.
used to be attached
There's
to
both.
Callus,
The
the
story
former
sucks,
owner
by
of
the way. It's a
Empire
shitty
Illusion,
story.
until she ripped it out herself.
Until she ripped it out
A
herself.
hapless group of former Order aristocrats called the
All right,
Electors
lady.
revolt now. Seek out a woman called Levine. She's the only one among them with a head on her shoulders. We need reinforcements. Repeat, we need reinforcements immediately. The Rippers have us pinned down and they won't let up. Even after I asked them very politely. Please! Is anyone there?
I'm better than just anyone. How's a Vault Hunter sound?
Holy shit! A vault
Yeah,
hunter!
yeah. Hurry up, please. Stop talking so I can talk about my thing.
Listen, my fire team needs a bailout. I can pay you in, would you accept a lightly blood-soaked silk pocket square?
No? How about this? I help you, you take me to your leader. Deal?
Deal! Please hurry or we're dead! Basic economy
All
dead!
right, hurry up,
With zero
please.
leg room!
Visiting St. Carcadia, are you? A haven for incompetents and traitors. I enjoy watching the electors struggle without me to spoon-feed them. And Callus, the so-called Ripper Queen. A vengeful lunatic. You two have much in common.
All right, so yeah, what I was gonna say is, I might actually move to London and stay there for a while. So if I'm gonna move there, then fuck, maybe I should visit actually. Actually, might be a good idea, but I can't really afford it right now because I'm happy to disclose my finances. This is where I'm getting my money, by the way. It's not from work. It is a little bit of work. I actually do make money from working to an extent. I make video. I know I edit videos and I get paid to edit sometimes. I also get paid to sell my art. People pay me for my art that I make. That's pretty good. And all right, so the money is coming apparently in the next 2 business days. I applied for what's known as an advance. What's interesting is last year I also applied for an advance, like from my government supported agency, whatever, and they gave it to me. And I could have asked for more, but I didn't. This year I asked for basically the maximum, which is 1,600. And I'm going to pay it off by deductions from my own account or whatever. And that's totally fine. Okay? So here's now the good part. The basic numbers are this. Um, the basic numbers that I need to worry about are basically 2 or 3 weeks, because that's kind of how much I can afford to live outside of Sydney for a while paying rent. You know what I mean? And then we have Now that okay, so the rent is an issue, but it's not really a huge issue. The phone would be an issue actually because with international roaming, I would pay $5 a day apparently to use the phone outside of Australia, which is it would be annoying, but it's not really a big deal. You know what I mean? It's be 150 a month, so half that is 75. Okay, it's kind of shitty, but okay. The flight, I saw the flights, and it's not a huge deal. Flights to Asia, of course, would be much cheaper than any flight to London or anywhere near Europe, of course. So flights and then accommodation. Well, I'll probably go for a hotel, or even if I'm feeling really cheap, I'll go for a hostel. But the only reason I'd ever book a hostel is because it actually helps with like social interaction. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to meet people when you sleep next to each other because you see each other all the time. But hostels are kind of annoying. They're okay, but it's like, look, last time I went to Southeast Asia was the only time I've ever been to Southeast Asia was when I went to Thailand in 2014, and I got a hotel and it was fucking cheap. So maybe I'll just go with a cheap fucking hotel. And now that that's taken care of, right? Now that the hotel is taken care of, the flights, I kind of have an idea. Food will be the easiest thing, and then that's kind of it, really. You just party the fuck up, man. And I'll probably, like, most likely just stay fully sober, too. I don't really like to get fucked up on vacation. When I was in Amsterdam, of course I had the space cake because it's, you know, cheap and it's regulated. So that's actually pretty a good thing, you know what I mean? And here we are. Yeah, man, we did it. We fucking did it. We had to be really patient. But yeah, basically last year, around this time last year, in 2025, I was fucking exhausted. I was really tired all the time. And I was sleeping like, I was sleeping until like, no joke by the way. I was sleeping usually between, I would go to bed at like 11 or 12. And then I'd wake up and I'd stay in bed until like 2 p.m. or sometimes even 4 p.m. Because I had nothing to do. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't have a badass gaming console. I didn't really have stand up. I wasn't making art. I wasn't doing fuck all, man. But now I am doing a lot of shit, and it's pretty good. But also, I want to fucking leave Sydney because Sydney is so fucking annoying for so many fucking reasons. So yeah, man, keeping it simple is a good idea. Okay, look. Once it balances out, all right? Once the shit balances out, life is absolutely working in my favor. Once it balances out. And right now, the unfortunate reality of the situation is this. I cannot guarantee justify my current lifestyle in London even if I can afford the flight. I cannot guarantee to maintain my lifestyle in London. I'd have to be downgrading significantly. But what I can guarantee is I can pretty much double the quality of my life in many ways if I just go to if I go to Bali for 2 weeks. Like the food will be easier, the accommodation will be cheap as shit, and what's there to learn about Indonesia? Well, they speak Indonesian, and they're in Indonesia, which is a Muslim majority country, so, you know, who gives a shit, bro? I've been in majority Muslim countries before. Not a big deal. Let's go. Pangolin. Is that a pangolin, bro? What the hell? Bro, that says pangolin, bro. Like pangolin, like a... Is this the first, like, real animal, like, that I've seen in the game? I'm so confused. Every other animal I've seen is, like, Croacher or Pimpler or just some random-ass alien-sounding name that they came up with over at Gearbox, but no, this is like a pangolin. This is a real animal, for sure. Kind of funny. Alright, we are... Where are we right now? We are in somewhere in the desert. Is there enough environmental variety in Borderlands 4? I'd say there's enough, honestly. I'd say, but honestly, it kind of feels like this isn't really an upgrade. This is just a continuation of the series. I mean, the only real major changes that I've noticed, and I haven't played Borderlands 3 in a while, but from what I remember, I don't think there was this setting where you can hover over the ground. It's kind of cool. And the R3 button to grab random shit, including explosives or like mission specific objects or like to go up. Okay, that's new. And also what is new is this new shortcut where you just press this button and boom, you're in your vehicle. That works pretty well actually. Yes, overall my thoughts on this game are on a good day when I'm having fun, this is an 8 out of 10. But overall, because of the very annoying mission structure, and the fact that I've spent so much time feeling really fucking confused or frustrated, just trying to get around or trying to move on, this game kind of goes down to a 7 for me. But it's still pretty good. It's just, it could have been an 8. It really could have easily been an 8. And the bosses are shitty. I hate to say it, but the bosses are terrible. They're too fucking long, they're really tedious, and they're not fun. It's not fun because it's like, okay, it's a visually interesting character that you made, but all you did was just make it a giant health bar. You did nothing but contribute a giant health bar to this fucking guy, and the last guy I tried to fight was 3 health bars. 3 enormous fucking health bars, and nothing to do but just walk around and dodge his attacks in this arena, and then try to throw that stupid locust bomb thing at him, which always takes a while to regenerate, and then immediately disappears if you don't catch it right away. And it's just, I just went, fuck it. And I tried doing something else, and at least Gearbox gave me the goddamn grace to be like, yeah, you can come back to the boss whenever you want. I'm like, okay, I'll come back almost, maybe never. Maybe I'll max out, like genuinely max out my character to go from level 15 to level 35 before I even try to go for the boss again. That's like the kind of mindset I have. Like, I'd rather make sure I'm so ridiculously OP that I'll just knock him out very quickly. I'd rather get rid of this fucking guy immediately. Grinding for my loot. If you don't love me, you get the boot. So 6-7. Speaking of 6-7 guys, let's talk about some bad news as well. Yesterday, the 76ers, without Steroid P, without Paul George, Podcast P, without him, they kicked the shit out of my team, LA Clippers. Clippers lost, Sixers, and also there is some rumors that Harden is getting traded, so not good news. Not good news. I don't give a shit about Darius Garland, bro. I don't know this dude. And I'd rather just keep the team as is, bro. Alright, so we got we got the NBA news out of the way. We got the vacation news out of the way, and alright, so there is one event that I can talk about because it's an event that I might participate in, but we'll see. It's called Kino Sydney, and now Kino Sydney, they do things in Western Sydney as well as the inner West Sydney or whatever the fuck. But yeah, so basically they're doing a screening of short films, and I'm pretty sure, unless things have changed recently, 5,000 cash. Unless things have changed recently, pretty sure anyone can just submit a short film, so I might do that because it does give me the opportunity to try something new that is different from what I've been doing. Like, it's different from just editing for money or doing stand-up or whatever. But we'll see. All right, we got what do we got?
You make questionable choices.
Splice, ice, splice. Let's shoot that. That didn't do much. Who's that? Bro, there's so many random dudes in here. All right, we gotta shoot this thing. It's alright. That worked so well, actually. We shot it, they killed me, and then immediately blew up in their face with a second wind. On my way. Hell yeah. Flinker. See, there's so many random names, bro. I could easily come up with so many, like, character designs and shitty names for the Borderlands series, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be that hard, bro. But yeah, because they're all, like, just variations of, like, weird alien guys, right? They're all, oh, they're, like, alien guys, but they're kind of weird. They're kind of fucked up looking, you know what I mean? It's not quite Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk has no aliens, but, you know, it's kind of similar, honestly. So I guess this is a sci-fi game, right? And so is Cyberpunk. They're both sci-fi first-person shooter games, but they're very different games. And even though Cyberpunk 2077 has some good features, this is just a better game. So if this game is a 7 out of 10, unfortunately that does mean Cyberpunk is a 6. All right, so look at that, bro. This dude's out. This dude's almost out. We can pop him in the head, bro. We can just, there's no criticals on his head. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 6-7, 6-7 XP. That's pretty funny. Was that intentional? Well, it's a game that came out months ago, and 6-7 wasn't around when Borderlands 4 came out. I'm pretty confident about that, actually, but it doesn't matter. 6-7 has been around. Like, there's so many 6-7 references before the main meme came out, so it's like, it doesn't matter. It's just, well, it's two numbers, it's 6 and 7, you know what I mean? Like, let's not overthink this shit, guys. Oh, we got a new gun. Hell yeah, what is this? Oh, this is cool. It looks a little bit like, it looks like a techno German gun, like an old school, World War II era German gun. I don't know their names, but I remember, I kind of vaguely remember, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, it looks okay. So yeah, man, we discussed my vacation, and this is my first vacation in a long time, man, which is pretty sick because yeah, holy shit, like living in Sydney for all of 2025, all of 2024, all of 2023, it just drains the fucking life out of you, man. But now that I have this newfound wealth, it's not wealth, but it's like a little bit more money. Yeah, man, things are going well, and things are going well, and I'm not really hardcore saving like I used to when I was younger. That's pretty good too because I don't like to save like crazy amounts. You know what I mean? I like to be moderate. Oh, but yeah, so we're fucking done, bro. Here's what my stance with Sydney. I'm gonna stay here as long as I need to, and then as soon as I can afford to actually move out to London and just live there for 2 years, I will. And from there, we'll just basically make Sydney like the minimal amount of time necessary. Like I'll be as minimal as humanly possible living in Sydney. My current situation is this: I receive disability support pension, and I get decent money from the government. And one of the clauses involved, which is so fucking annoying, is that I have to live in Sydney. Oh, poster fell off. Why did the poster? Doesn't matter, bro. Not my culture. Is I have to live in Sydney for 4 weeks. Sorry, if I can only leave Sydney for 4 weeks at a time. I should say. Yeah, that's right. Which is yeah, it's fucking annoying because if I continue to receive my disability support pension while I'm overseas, then I would go overseas and live there for a long fucking time. Of course, I would.
Vault
It's so
Hunter, are
good.
you close? The Rippers are outside, and not to alarm you, but the decor in here is dated at best.
I'm on it. Just close your eyes and endure.
I'm gonna check if I can just turn off all the audio. Audio. Oh, perfect. We're gonna turn down all the entire. Yeah, we're gonna turn that down. Huh? Okay. All right, that's good. Yeah, I don't want to hear anyone talking in this game. The dialogue is boring as shit, and it's kind of always been. I've never a 6-7. Do I get another 6-7? No, the same thing. The dialogue in Borderlands games has always been fucking shitty, but I don't care. Okay, so what do we got now? Well, oh, Hothead. That's a song by Death Grips. I remember that song. Blah 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 blah. Hothead. Good song, man. 6-7. Thank you. Shouts out to Borderlands for putting in the 6-7 references for me, so I can just say 6-7 a lot during the 67th episode of my live stream series. By the way, this isn't the 67th live stream that I've done on YouTube. It's just the 60th. It's just the 67th episode of this particular series. All right, so all right, so yeah, man, because of the money that I'm getting, uh, hopefully in the next 2 business days, yeah, we'll probably book the flight really soon because yeah, there's like almost no incentive right now for me to go to London now. You know what I mean? The reason is that I think I already said this, but shit, maybe I didn't. They have a visa cutoff, like a so you can get a 2-year working holiday visa if you're an Australian citizen to live in the UK, and you can only do that up until the age of 35, which is interesting because it used to be up until the age of 30. So when I turned 30, I was kind of like a little bit bummed out because I thought, well, it's basically over for me. Like I can't go there and live there the way I kind of wanted to. But then they changed it because I looked it up and they did change it, I'm pretty sure, and it's now 35. I'm like, okay, I'm 30, which means I do have a decent window to at least try and live in the UK for 2 years, which wouldn't be the hardest thing, especially if I'm doing well in comedy. Or I'm doing well in something that isn't comedy, like art or design or editing, or maybe I actually do go viral and fucking that would be sick too. Probably, I don't know. Is it sick? Apparently there's a lot of issues involved, guys, but shit, I don't give a shit. Oh man, I really don't. I do not give a fucking fuck about virality, bro. There's like issues. Like I read this article by Tim Ferriss, and he's like the issues with being viral, and he said a whole bunch of shit that I'm like, all right, actually, I might actually need to be concerned about this, guys. But I'm not like a high level. I never will get I doubt I'll ever get to like the big leagues, bro. I don't need to get to the big leagues. I just need to get like I don't know, like 100K subscribers on TikTok, 100K on Insta, maybe a million on Instagram would be cool. But you know what I mean? A million on Instagram is the perfect spot for me because it's big enough that anyone who sees it will go, "Holy shit, that's a million!" But it's also like, well, it's also like, well, like I'm not huge. I'm not Billie Eilish, bro. I'm not fucking Joe Rogan. What's Theo Vaughn sitting at? Is Theo Vaughn more than a million? Theo Vaughn probably would be at this point, but I do not know. I'll have to check. All right. Theo. I'm gonna guess 1.8 million. That's what I'm gonna guess. 8.7 million. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I guess. He's a consistent poster, right? Uh, he posts consistently or whatever, but all right. So he's at 8 million now, 8.7, going on to 9 easily. He'll get to 9 by the end of the year. All right, we out here doing meditation and shit. That's cool now. All right. Well, here's a number that I'm now actually intrigued by. All right. Because I decided to compromise, because I said, you know what, even though London is cool, let's try and go to South Asia first. Because of that simple compromise, there is a huge advantage coming my way, which is this. I basically get, like, easily, if I play my cards right, I can easily get $35 of expendable income in Bali. Now the question is this. I'm going to ask this question to Chat GPT. Not Chat GPT, not fuck Chat GPT. One sec. How much would $35 AUD a day get me in Bali? That's what I want to know. Because $35 a day. Oh my God! I'm getting IDR 410,000 a day. What the fuck? Okay, that's not convertible at all. What the fuck is this? Apparently, according to Gemini, in 2026, $35 a day in Bali is very tight, backpacker-style budget. While doable, it requires disciplined choices. Think of it as the local experience rather than the influence of vacation. To make this work, you'll need to focus on local markets and blah, blah, blah. Accommodation, okay. Food, transport, pocket money. In Thailand, sorry, not Thailand, Bailand? I said Bailand, Bali. Apparently, in Bali, you can get $10 to $15 of 1 hour Balinese massage. Ooh, that's cool. But the money is so fucking annoying. Apparently, $10 to $15 AUD is the equivalent of 120 to 180K, bro. What the fuck is this? Like, how fucked is their currency if that's the conversion rate? All right, man. Fucking sick, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go from being a thousandaire to being 100,000aire and possibly a millionaire in Balinese money, which isn't great, honestly. Who gives a shit? But it's like, ooh, like I'm a millionaire now, baby. I'm a millionaire. I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad, so I can go never talk to my dad. Uh, it's all right, bro. We out here, we having a good time, man. Look at that. It's our boy Astrius. That is a very trans man name, you know what I mean? Dude got the same haircut and the same name of like every trans man in Newtown or Merrickville, bro. This dude, he's got like a cis man ally vibes type shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I do not give a shit about a single character in this game, including my own. I do not remember any name in this game. The only name I remember in the entirety of the Borderlands series is probably Lilith. I think Lilith was kind of like this Oracle character, and yeah, I vaguely remember her. So I'm holding a thing, and I will throw it as soon as I get the opportunity. It's just, where do I throw it? Oh, okay, that's collectible right there. That's cool. I found 2 out of 50. Look at that, yeah. 2 out of 46. Same thing, yeah, I think pretty much. And we are, wow. So, I did not anticipate that I'd be able to do this so quickly, but here's what we can also do is just a little bit of a boost. Okay, ready? Here's a little boost that we can do. We can wait until my birthday to book this. We are officially in February. My birthday's in June, which is in 4 months. And that might give my friend enough time to join me if she decides to actually go through with our little verbal agreement, which is, a verbal agreement. So it's, not a big deal if she says no, but, it'd be cool if she says yes. She's my friend, and we kind of agreed to meet up in Thailand, not in Indonesia, but still, bro, like, it's basically, like, right next to each other, right? Holy shit. My one goal right now is basically just to focus on the cheapest possible destination, which would be Bali over Thailand. Thailand's right there, bro. Thailand, mate. Fucking what, mate? Fucking yeah, mate. I've already been to Thailand once, but I didn't stay long, so, it's actually worth revisiting, for me, anyway. Oppression Engine. What is this? The Australian government, bro? Haha. Oh, take that, and then also take one of these, and I'll take one of these. 6-7, very nice. Splash armature. No, breach armature. 63? Way to cheap out on me, huh? Alright. Yeah, at least I got a new gun. It's always nice to have a new gun. Good little goonie. Yeah, so... Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, bro! Absolutely, bro. Fucking killer. Killer of a day, bro. Absolutely smashed it. I woke up, and I asked for money from the government, and they initially they disapproved, and then I had to change the settings to, whatever, and then they approved me, and I'm like, oh yeah, homeboy getting paid. I wish I was Kawhi Leonard though, man. Honestly, I'll trade my life for Kawhi Leonard any day of the week, bro. Absolutely. I don't give a shit how much PTSD, depression that dude has, bro. Dude's got too much money to be depressed, bro. He's got too much money to be bummed out. He's playing basketball. He's got over 100 milli at least, bro. He's got the side gigs. He's got the fucking tree planting gigs. He's in LA, you know what I mean? Bro's eating good every night, bro. You know what I mean? And the Clippers are doing well enough, but if Harden leaves, that would be an issue. But honestly, bro, like if Harden does leave, I'm not even that mad, bro. Like he gave us some solid minutes, honestly. I was gonna say years, but I don't think I don't think you can say he gave us some solid years. He hasn't been around that long. But yeah, man, it was a good time, and if he does move on, oh well, who gives a shit? He moves on. You know what I mean? We are now in an era of attachment less. We are not attached to the people as much as we are to something deeper. You know what I mean? 81 XP. Energized Watchman. 6'7", bro. Blew that dude's head straight off. Look at his finger. It's pointing. What are you pointing at, sir? You're pointing at... Oh. A broken thing. Cool. Grandma's oat flakes. Before I die, make me some grandma's homemade oat flakes. Oh, how nice. Ooh. I could get lost in details in this game, man. Details are really nice. Yeah, man. This is so funny. I didn't do this on purpose. I just did it because I wanted to make some progress in life. I found an old suitcase. So it was part of this council cleanup thing, and I grabbed it, and I looked at it, and I opened it up, and it seems to be a really normal functioning suitcase. And I grabbed it, and I took it with me, and I took it home. And I'm looking at it right now. It's a free suitcase. Now, I'm not even sure that I'm going to take the suitcase to Indonesia with me, but I might, honestly. My number one thing right now is replaceability. Everything I take, I want it to be replaceable. I might not even take my most expensive headset, my most expensive headphones, because that's $150. You know what I mean? It's a $150 pair of headphones, and it's not that replaceable. I'd have to spend money to replace it. But anyway, so... I mean, I might take them. We'll see. I might. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal either way. But yeah. So we got the headphones. What else would I take? If I'm just going to Bali and then possibly Thailand, that'd be easy as shit, bro. It would just be like a summer clothes and probably some towels. Or if I'm in a hotel, they provide towels there. That makes it easier. And also. And also probably some art supplies, like to make art. And maybe I'll bring my tripod, because the tripod I have is pretty, like, simple and pretty useful. I'll just take some cool shots, like in random locations, or maybe I'll do a short film, or just some cool stuff like that. Doesn't matter. But yeah, man, London. London is the next spot. It's not the current spot. So I shot this thing, it opened the door, and then there's nothing inside. It's kind of weird. Okay. Hey, what's here? What's this? Did we investigate? Okay, so it's basically... You know, I'm gonna take it. I thought I equipped it. I'm so confused. When I clicked equip, did I equip it or not? It's always good to just look at the guns, and even if it's kind of worse, like you just go, well, fuck it, we're gonna try this one out because it's fun to try out the new guns. All right, cool, cool, man. Yeah, that's cool. I like this one actually. Psycho. Badass stuff. Alright, little bro. Head, clean off, 6-7 XP. $129,000 cash. I mean, it's cool, but honestly, the main thing that happens with money in this game is I just acquire it and then I lose it when I die. It seems like there's very few real reasons to make any kind of money in this game. All the items that I've seen are cheap as shit. Damn, I hate to go psycho. I'm in the bed like Michael. Got all this jewelry on me. My bed looked like an entree. Blah 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 blah. Damn, I hate to go psycho. Alright, what do we got here, bro? We got Incinerator, Badass, Psycho. Hey, bro, why don't you have one of these, bro? Matter of fact, why don't you take 2 of these? Here's another one. Boom, done. And what else is happening? I'm tempted to quit comedy again, actually. Yeah, I'm tempted to quit comedy for a while. Because it is annoying. It's really annoying, actually. I've never actually looked at anyone who quit comedy as like a pussy or anything like that. Because it's like, even if you're a hard worker, like, it's not necessarily worth doing. You know what I mean? Alright, I think I don't know what that means, but apparently sometimes you level up and it says Vault card level something. I don't know what that means at all. Alright. It's a good gun, man. They're all good guns, honestly. Even the weapons that aren't like purple or blue, whatever, they're pretty good. We'll switch out this one for a purple one. No, I don't like that one, actually. This one is not too bad. Dude had his whole upper half fucking torn up. That's crazy, bro. Rat-a-tat. Chilled, badass rat-a-tat. You are not chill at all, bro. You are fighting. Me! Alright. Boom. Take another one. Yeah, ya bug. Yeah, ya bug. I think ya bug. Oh, they're shooting at me. Oh, look at that. That helps. Helps a lot, actually. And, sometimes this game does something really fucking annoying, and I still don't know why, but sometimes it just makes me go slow. Like, look at that. Right now I'm going slightly slower, and I do not know why. It's not a backpack thing, it just happens randomly. And I don't get it. Let's get in the vehicle. That helps too because the vehicle doesn't go slow. All right, so we got what do we got? Well, let's see how much money I have in my main bank account right now. So I might get Uber Eats. Yeah, it's doable. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll get. We'll do it. We'll Uber the Eats. I think I'll probably end the stream there because it might take me some time to figure out how to get the Uber Eats. But yeah, man. 6-7. Yep. Episode 6-7 is officially wrapped. Hope you enjoyed that.